dramatic arrest of 4 accused members of an international crime ring believed to be responsible for installing ATM skimmers all across the Houston area.
Marcelina Benito is giving us exclusive access to the high-tech crime-fighting hub that tracked them down to protect your money.
Good morning, everybody. I am RJSMITH, and welcome to Crazy News Reacts, where I scour the world for the craziest, nuttiest, most insane news stories and bring them right to you every day at midnight. So before we get started, hit that like button, and at the end, if you like what I presented, please hit the subscribe. Get ready. Here we go.
Tyler, Texas, population 107,000. One of those Texas cities with that small-town feel. And a few blocks from its main drag, inside this former fire station, the unusual home for a high-tech crime-fighting hub.
There is no other fusion center or intelligence center in the country, and as far as we know, the world, that does what we do.
This is the Texas Financial Crimes Intelligence Center. The specialized unit, led by Director Adam Colby, has only been around 2 years, tracking organized crime, credit card skimmers, and other financial crimes.
There is a sign on the side of every highway in Texas that says, "Do not mess with Texas." And this has kept me away from that state my whole life because I can watch television just like the rest of us and know those bastards don't play the radio. They will execute your ass. I do not go there. You never know what could happen, right? But this is insane. Small town Tyler with skimmers in the bank. Now that just goes to show you that criminals think about how to get away constantly. And one of the ways is pick a smaller town, smaller place with less resources. And that's what it looks like they're doing with these credit card skimmers.
We are looking at criminals from all over the world, criminals that have come to the United States specifically to commit crimes.
Those crimes taking a toll on Texans and their livelihoods.
And the amount of money that they're actually stealing is staggering.
Last year alone, the unit preventing the loss of or recovering more than $123 million.
These guys are traveling all over the state and all over the country committing these crimes. And they're very, very hard to track.
These aren't your everyday criminals.
They have a clear-cut hierarchy, right down to the point where they call the person that's at the very top the Godfather.
Let's not make any mistakes. We are talking about Mexican mafia, gangs from South America, but also gangs and criminals in the United States. What they do is they steal your credit cards and then they take the numbers of it and transpose them onto gift cards. So when they go to use that gift card, whatever your credit amount on a credit card or debit card is, they can take all that money out just by using that gift card. They're saying 123 million has been defrauded. I would think it's much larger than that. If you look across the country, we're talking about billions and billions of dollars. And under Texas Penal Code, if you have 4 cards or less in the state of Texas, the maximum amount of jail time you can get is 6 months. If you have 5 to 10 cards, now we're talking 2 years to 10 years in Texas state prison. And if you're a big daddy, a big fish, the kingpin of stolen credit cards, and you have been caught with 50 or more cards, you can get 5 years to 99 years. And Texas, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, all the southern states don't play the game. They will lock your ass up and forget about it.
The FCIC helps law enforcement agencies connect the dots and find them before they empty your bank account. Captain Jeff Roberts says it's unlike any crime investigation you can imagine.
It is an ultimate cat and mouse game.
And late last year,
Over here! Keep your hands up in the air!
a major break. Never before seen body cam video from Pearland PD shows one of the biggest busts yet. But to understand what happened, we have to start at the beginning, when police say 4 members of a Romanian crime family illegally crossed the Canadian border into Vermont and made their way to Houston.
Because it's Texas, we have to talk about the immigration issue at the southern border. Between 2011 and 2024, over 300,000 illegal immigrants have been booked into Texas jails with more than 500,000 criminal charges. Let's break that down. These included 960 homicides by this population, 65,000 assault charges, 9,000 burglary, more than 60,000 drug offenses, and 1,100 kidnapping charges. While there were 26,000 theft, 40,000 obstructing justice, and 6,500 sexual assaults by this segment. You also have 6,000 gun charges, and they have resulted in 200,000 convictions. So even though credit card and financial crimes are low in statistic reality, if you look at the entire population, that's a lot of crime, a lot of victims, a lot of lost money, revenue completely stolen, and we still allow people to come into our country without knowing who they are. It's a big problem. And they are proficient and know how to create these skimmers and how to implant them in ATM machines in just seconds.
They allegedly inserted skimmers into ATMs at more than half a dozen Walgreens stores. At the Pearland Police Department, they gave us exclusive access to evidence, like the pinhole cam they mounted on ATMs to steal customers' PIN numbers.
Extracting the information back and putting it onto another piece of plastic so that you can use it.
Law enforcement traced the suspect's car using flock license plate reader cameras. The FCIC helped link it to this Pasadena dealership where the suspects bought it using a fake passport.
The level of sophistication here is about as high as you can get.
What the suspects didn't know, Pearland PD was watching. They spotted them at this Walgreens as they withdrew cash from an ATM. That's when Pearland PD made their move.
These are Romanians who came through Canada. Did they get a visa? Or is it just an open border up there for anyone? I mean, I could see if it was Canadians coming to the United States. But these are people from other countries who have no legal right to be in the country. And look, let's face it, most of the crimes being committed in this country now are from this population. There's no getting around that, folks. Go look at the FBI statistics, Financial Crime Intelligence Center, which is staffed by all kinds of law enforcement officers. Investigate financial crimes, organized crimes, and of course, the whole credit card scam bullshit that's taken our country by storm.
Turn around!
Making a pivotal traffic stop, taking down Dimitru Catalin Lixor and Marius Constantin Tica.
Got him. The credit cards.
In the car, Pearland PD found $14,000 in cash and over 300 re-encoded gift cards with stolen victim information.
If you're talking monetary loss, huge impact. You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars that are known.
Later that day, HPD raided this Airbnb rental in Sunnyside. Inside the home, police found a sophisticated skimmer manufacturing facility. They arrested Alexandru Jean Marcu and Gabriel Jean Bulmachi.
There are camera license plate readers all over the United States. You might not have heard of them because they are secret. Homeland Security has them in very high density areas as to population. States have them, cities, towns, provinces, everybody has them. So when you're going down the street, these cameras can catch your license plate from 75 feet away and at speeds over 100 miles an hour. So they are very hard to trick. And that's how police tracked down that particular gang. They have a level of sophistication we really haven't seen before, and they love doing it at places like Walgreens, CVS, Duane Reade, other businesses that have ATMs outside with no oversight or security. They love that because it's open season.
What's unheard of is to take down 4 people, find the location that they're manufacturing the skimmers, catch them on site doing something else. It was a huge success for every agency that was involved, and a direct result of just the teamwork that's happening.
All 4 suspects locked up now on a combined $44 million bond.
Well, Len, there are 3 easy things folks can do tonight. For once,
tap to pay if it's an option for you. It's a lot easier and safer than swiping your card or using those chip card readers that we've so come to know in the last few years. Number two, experts recommend to use a credit card whenever possible as opposed to a debit card. That way, if you do become a victim, you're able to more easily dispute any fraudulent charges. And the third tip here really is the easiest. Experts recommend obviously turning to law enforcement, filing a report, reporting that crime in the first place. If you don't, it's very difficult for law enforcement to get involved, or the FCIC that we featured in this story to get involved as well and help you.
Here's the thing about cash in your possession. I'm sure many of you don't know this. However, we are not allowed to travel with more than 10,000 US dollars in our possession. It is actually illegal to do so. And police departments across the country always seize this type of money, bringing in massive amounts of cash. And these particular guys, they got caught with more than 300 gift cards, which had stolen credit card numbers embedded in them. They will surely be getting a life sentence if they are convicted in the state of Texas. A lot of people are embarrassed when this happens to them, and they don't want any part of reporting it because they don't want their friends and family to know that they were marked. Identity theft is on the rise across the globe. In New York City, the new mall that cost billions for them to build is shutting down because of the crimes involving credit cards, gift cards, and mass shoplifting. Texas has the right state of mind. And as they always say, what? Don't mess with Texas. That's all for today. Thanks for stopping by. I am RJ Smith, and you know this is Crazy News Reacts. Just hit that like button if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you right back here tomorrow.